Thanks for having me again. I guess this is my third time, so I should be getting better at this, right? And when I first connected with Risa, we said February. I said, well, you know, February is Heart Month. We have an extra day to take care of ourselves with, you know, the leap year. And that kind of crosses back to what you said earlier, taking care of ourselves. And I wanted to talk a little bit about self-compassion, but more about compassion and care of our own energy. And then when I was here in 2019, I talked about self-compassion and the work that Kristen Neff and Chris Gennert did. And what they talked about was being compassionate towards ourselves, not in a way where there's pride and things like that, but in a way where we practice self-kindness as opposed to self-judgment, where we don't judge ourselves, but where we accept who we are, what we have, accept our own gifts, and use those gifts. The second part of that is that common humanity versus isolation. Everyone experiences things. We all have our good days, our bad days, our gifts, and the burdens that we have to bear. But we're not alone in that, right? We have each other, and you know, being isolated sometimes can be difficult for people, especially well, during COVID. It was really hard during that time. But there is a common humanity and a connection that we have with each other. And then the final part is mindfulness. Versus over-identifying with things that are going on. And when we think about mindfulness, we think about being in the present. And Elaine, you kind of said a little bit about that too, about being here, now, and being present, and not so much where we over-identify with our burdens and we become that burden, but just acknowledging that, yeah, I have that burden, I have a headache today, or whatever it might be, and I have a headache today. Right? I'm not going to become that headache. But I wanted to go beyond that self-compassion and talk a little bit about taking the time to care for ourselves, and taking the time and knowing that it's okay to care for ourselves. Right? One of the things that you mentioned was doing for others and how that makes you happy, and giving to others. But if you don't fill your own cup, you can't give to others. And sometimes we spend a lot of our time figuring out how we're going to help somebody else. And we focus on that and doing this and that and everything else. And then my morning Reiki healing circle was on chaos and all of the stuff that's happening around us, and how do we manage all of that. And a lot of people, well, I'm going to manage my time, I'm going to manage we can't manage time. Time is kind of finite. But what we can manage is how we use our own energy. Where do we want to put our energy? How do we want to bring that chaos into some sense of order that doesn't deplete us, but still allows us to give? There's got to be some kind of a balance, right? What I wanted to talk a little bit about was how we can manage our own energy just by spending time for us. Just by finding, like you said, that one thing that brings you joy, and doing that, whatever it might be. Last time we did intuitive drawing, right? If that brings you joy, do that, and then give the drawings away if you want to. Right? Or if it's time in nature, even when it's cold out, going outside and just being in the sunlight and allowing yourself to receive that beautiful light of the sun. And that light of the sun could be considered the light from the heavens, the light of Creator. Not just the light of the sun, but that as you're out there, you're receiving that. So I know I have a lot of notes here, and I know I'm kind of getting a little bit off track here, because I'm following whatever is guiding me here today. But one of the things what we want to do with our energy is determine what drains our energy. What's draining us? What's taking us away from being the vibrant, beautiful soul that we are? So what drains our energy first? Then what gives us back energy? And then how can we set boundaries so that the draining is not happening? Right? Are there individuals in your life who we could use the term energy vampires. And you're giving, giving, giving because you are a giving person, and you would feel guilty if you didn't give, but that person is not giving back. Is it okay to not be happy about that? That's when anger is about setting those boundaries. So just think for a minute about what drains you of your energy, what gives you energy. Just kind of have that in the back of your mind. And then think about what you can do to keep your energy, to not give it all away. Because some of that has to be used to heal you. This is me talking. I'm giving all the time, so you know that do what I say, not what I do, right? But there needs to be a balance of giving and receiving. So I'm going to do some giving to you. The other thing I wanted to talk about, and this was something that just came up yesterday, and it came up on purpose. There's a book called Stolen Focus by Johann Hari, a British writer. I don't know if anyone has heard or seen that book. And Stolen Focus. And what he talks about in that book is how we go from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. You know, phone's always going, this always going. And the limited amount of time we concentrate on one thing. You know, like me cleaning my house, I start in one room and then I see something else that needs to be done and something else. And by the time I'm done, like, I spend the whole day, but nothing is done. Because our focus is going all over the place. So that's one way to bring your energy back to you. So I know I'm talking about a bunch of different things at once, but you're going to see when I get into the healing how this all is going to connect. So think again about what drains your energy, what or who drains your energy. Think about how you handle your day-to-day life and how you spend your energy. And then think about compassion for you. So I'm a Karuna Reiki master, and Karuna Reiki is about compassionate action. And I'm going to read two of the quotes from the book, one from the book itself and one from the foreword. And what Laurel Gaia says is that compassion is a state of consciousness, which when combined with energy has great transformational power. So compassion is a state of consciousness, which when combined with energy has a great transformational power. So if you can manage your energy from a place of compassion, that has transformational power for you as a person, as a caregiver, as whatever it is your role is in this world at this time. And then in the foreword from William Rand, he says, the love that comes from Creator is unbounded, and because of this, there is no limit to the good that can come to those who seek it. The potential that lies within and around us is waiting to unfold, and is always available to reveal more and to take us to greater heights. So my translation of that is, in order for you to be a caregiver, take in more and then you have more to give. So don't worry if you're taking in and not giving at some point in time. Then he says, no matter how much we have accomplished or how wonderful something has become, there is always the next step, the next lesson, the next development. So if we accept this, it makes it possible for us to open up to a greater experience of what healing can be. So hopefully that those few statements touch someone. And I'm going to use Karuna Reiki, and Karuna Reiki is divine compassion. It's about bringing love, light, and healing to you, so then that you can share that with others. So that's my intention, is to fill this room with Karuna Reiki symbols throughout this space, right? I'm going to draw my symbols now without saying them, and hopefully you're okay with that. And any symbols, again, Reiki respects free will, so it only goes to those who are willing and ready and open to receiving it. So, 2 more to go. So the space now is going to be filled with Karuna Reiki and beautiful healing energy, combining with the energy of the beautiful full moon that we had last night, and the energy from the highest of heavens. So, and the energy of the earth. Don't forget the energy of the earth. So I'm going to do a Reiki healing, a healing meditation, and we're going to go up a path in a beautiful forest, a sacred forest. And we're going to come to a river, a valley and a river, and a beautiful light's going to come down from the clouds from the highest of heavens, and this light is going to come over the area and over you and bring you whatever healing you need in this moment. So if everyone is ready. Right, so close your eyes, or just a gentle looking downward. Allow yourself to be in a position that brings you comfort and that also allows you to be somewhat alert. If you fall asleep, it's okay. Allow your feet to touch the floor beneath you and feel your seat in the chair and your back being supported. And imagining that there's a gentle tug at the top of your head lifting you so that your spine remains long. Your arms can be in any position that you choose, as long as your shoulders are relaxed and not attached to your ears. Take a slow breath in, breathing all the way down to the lowest part of your belly, letting your rib cage expand and your chest rise. And as you exhale, allow those shoulders to lower, the chest to lower as well, the rib cage to narrow, and the belly to soften. Taking your time, again, a slow, deep breath. And just begin to notice your physical body. Without judging, just notice any sensations that are present. Beginning to be mindful about any physical sensations that are present. And notice that with each breath, those sensations change, just like the ebb and flow of life. Notice any thoughts that are present, and know that those thoughts are not you. Thousands of thoughts going through our mind every day. Focus on looking at the thoughts and not through them. Acknowledging that they exist. Being grateful for any reminders. And then ask them to step aside, especially the judging thoughts. Notice any emotions that are present. And know that those emotions don't define you. You have a choice to react or respond to situations in a way that allows you to share your emotions in a kind and compassionate way. Imagining now that it's a beautiful day, warm and sunny. The warmth of the sun touches your skin and there's a gentle breeze. You're walking through a beautiful sacred forest. The forest just leads a path up the side of a mountain, and this mountain rises high up into the clouds. A snow-capped mountain. The mountain reaches up into the heavens. So the water that flows down from this mountain is sacred. As you're walking along this path, your feet touch the earth beneath you. Feel the softness of the earth the receptivity of the earth, the warmth, reminding you that you belong, that you are part of the earth. You might even feel a gentle energy flowing up through the bottoms of your feet from the earth, connecting you, feeling safe, secure, grounded. As you continue to travel through this forest, you feel the essence, the life essence of the forest around you. Everything's in harmony and balance. And as you breathe in this life essence. And when you breathe out, you give back. You continue to walk, and then notice a path that's going off to the left. And you feel compelled to follow that path. You're filled with energy and enthusiasm as you continue to climb this mountain. And as you climb higher and higher, you come to a plateau. And you slowly walk out to the edge of the forest. And as you stand here, before you is a beautiful valley. It's filled with plants and flowers and trees and bushes and filled with life. At the far end of the valley is a waterfall that's flowing down from that river from the top of the mountain. There's a path that leads along the edge of the valley, and you choose to follow this path. Walking along, eventually you come to a boulder that's moss covered. And you sit in front of the boulder and lean back against it, feeling the energy of this beautiful boulder, this rock that came from the earth, supporting and holding you there. There's soft grass beneath you. Just gaze into the valley and notice what's there. And eventually, you notice a cloud. And through a hole in the cloud is this beautiful light, this radiant light. Something greater than sunlight. This light is coming down from the highest of heavens. And you watch as this cloud moves along the valley. This beam of light shines on the plants, and they become more alive. They seem to be filled with joy and vitality. The light shines on a tree that has withered and is not healthy, but as soon as the light shines on it, it is healed and filled with life. The beam of light shines on the pool of water under the waterfall. And the fish begin jumping up into the light, filled with joy. And as it shines on the waterfall, a beautiful rainbow of colors of light begins shimmering around the waterfall. The clouds continue to move, and the beam of light comes across the valley towards you. It moves up the side and is now shining right on you, right through you, surrounding you. Allow this light to heal the wounds and the injuries that you have sustained in this life and in other lifetimes throughout your soul's history. Removing the burdens that you carry. Removing the layers that have caused you to forget who you really are. Now is the time to release the cords, connectors, attachments that drain you of your energy. Lovingly cut the cords, being grateful for the experiences. Anything that is released or cut is carried into the light, which allows them to be healed back to their original cause, whether it was in this lifetime or past lifetimes. The space around you is filled with the light of Reiki or healing energy. As you breathe in, this energy flows into your body, refilling your cup. You receive this light, and as you do so, the light within you is awakened and is revealed to you. The light of your life force, your spirit. You may invite guides, archangels, ascended masters, spirit guides to be present. They surround you and protect you, and they shine their light. As you breathe in the power of divine love. And the power of love within you awakens and is revealed. And you remember that love is who you are at your core. The light of the divine mind fills your breath. And with each breath in, your divine mind awakens. Your higher consciousness, higher thought, the field of possibilities opens. Your intuition, instincts, imagination, awakening. Inner guidance, inner truth, inner authority. What you need to know for you awakens. The light of the divine heart fills your breath. You receive the power of the divine heart, and the divine heart within you awakens, and your heart light is revealed to you. Your heart light shines out in front of you, on each side, above, below, and within you. This is your divine presence. And as you see your divine presence, you see it in everything around you. The light of the earth continues to rise through you, filling your body, your breath, and you remember that your body is made of the earth. Your body gives your life force, your spirit, a home. Your body is the treasure house for your great beaming light. The light of creation, the light of source, the light of God, Creator, fills the air around you. And you breathe in, and inflows the light of creation, the light of source within you. Your divine and human spirit unify in your breath. As you breathe in the light of the earth, it fills your body and fills your breath with life force and the minerals of the earth, the air, the fire, the water. Your divine nature is always present in this human nature. Your beautiful spirit, your life force, is here in your life, in this moment in time. When you listen, when you pay attention, you can sense the heartbeat of the earth. And you can sense the heartbeat of the Creator of creation. And they all beat in the same rhythm as your heart. The light of creation and the light of the earth are one light within you. And the light of source is revealed to you. It wakes up. It's unified with your divine spirit. You are one light, one breath, one spirit. As you breathe in, you notice all of your wholeness is within you. Your brilliance, your radiance, your joy, your love, your truth, your beauty, your grace, and your gratitude is all right here and completely whole. Your authentic self is revealed to you now in all its glory. Allow this authentic self to receive exactly what it needs in this moment. Allow your cup to be filled so that it's overflowing. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, remember that breath out makes space for the next breath in. So that each breath in is an opportunity to receive, and each breath out is an opportunity to let go and make space. Without letting go of what does not serve us, there's no room to take in what we need. Begin now to feel the floor beneath your feet and the chair that you're in. Remembering the energies in the room here, all of the people who are present, this divine circle that always comes together for a reason. and take a moment to, in your mind, say thank you. Thank you to any guides who are present. Thank you to each other. And most of all, say thank you to yourself for taking the time to be here now, for taking the time to be open to receiving whatever it is you needed to receive during this time. And to say thank you just for being the beautiful being that you are. And remember that we have one extra day this year. So use that day to take care of you. When you're ready, bring your awareness, gentle awareness, to your eyes. And if you haven't already done so, open your eyes and come back. Hopefully you feel a little more full.